we've been working on our problem solution outlines, and as I've looked at those, I've noticed that we are struggling to organize our outlines effectively. Now, it's very important that we organize the outlines effectively right now so that when we write the drafts of our problem solution essays themselves, that process goes smoothly for us. I promise you that all the work and effort that you put into creating a solid, well-organized outline will really pay off when you're drafting. So, at this point, you should have a thesis statement for your problem solution essay. And today we're going to talk about how to actually turn that thesis statement into a solid outline. Here are the three questions that I want to answer. First of all, what are the levels of a problem solution outline? Second of all, what is the purpose of each level? And third, how do you use your thesis statement to help you actually create the outline itself? Now, as you watch this video, please make sure you take good notes. All right. Also, make sure that you write down any questions you have and that you pause and rewind as frequently as necessary to make sure that you get this information. We won't be going over it in class, but you will be held accountable for it. So make sure that you watch this in any way possible to get the information you need. Okay, so let's talk about that first question. What are the levels of a problem solution outline? Well, first of all, I want to point out that the levels, guys, they're not up to down levels, okay? They work from left to right. All right? So level 1 is the level that is on the farthest left here, okay? This is level 1. And it is going to be the section or topic that you're outlining. Level 2 are going to be your claims about that section or topic, or about that topic, and those are going to come directly from your thesis, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so that's level 2. Level 3 are what we're going to call reasons. All right, I'll explain the purpose of that in just a moment. For right now, just know that when I talk about reasons, I'm talking about the third level of your outline. Level 4 is your evidence. This is the stuff that comes directly from your research. Okay, so these are the 4 levels of your outline. Once again, working from left to right. Next, let's go ahead and talk about what the purpose of each level is. Okay, level 1 lists the section or topic. In a problem solution essay, the 2 main sections of your paper are going to talk about problems and solutions. Pretty straightforward. Level 2 are your claims. All right, and as I said earlier, these claims come from the thesis statements, okay? I'll show you how this works in just a moment, but basically the question you got to ask yourself for your level 2 claims is, what is your assertion about the problem or solution? What's the point you're trying to make? Level 3 are your reasons. All right, the reasons explain why your claim, all right, is a problem or solution. That connects the dots, so to speak, of your thinking. And level 4, finally, is your evidence. This is where you pull in the ideas of experts, where you pull in appropriate stats and facts to back up your reasons, to prove that your thinking is correct. All right, all that stuff goes in level 4. So at this point in the video, you should know, first of all, what the levels of a problem solution outline are, and second of all, what the purpose of each level is. If I were to give you a quiz on it right now, you should be able to answer those questions. Okay, so make sure you pause and take notes if necessary. The third and final question here, which is, how do I use my thesis statement to help me write an outline? All right, before we get into this, I just want to go back over the thesis formula that we talked about in the last video. Okay, so you can see the formula right over here, which is that problem, circle that, which is caused by cause 1 and cause 2, can be solved by solution 1 and solution 2. Okay? Here's my example problem solution thesis right here. Okay? Failing grades, that's the problem, which are caused in part by laziness and attendance issues, can be raised by working hard and showing up to class. All right, so you'll see here that I've got 2 causes listed, laziness and attendance issues, and 2 solutions listed. Okay, so that is how your thesis should look at this point as well. Now, how am I going to use this to begin my outline? Well, first of all, I'm going to lay out my entire level 1 outline to start with. Okay, it's a problem solution essay, and I know that every essay begins with, or well, has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I'm going to have a beginning here. I'm going to call it an introduction. My middle is going to be on problems and solutions, and my end will just call it my conclusion. Okay, there, my entire first level of my outline is done. All right, to start off my second level, I just want to go ahead and under introduction, I want to copy my thesis and paste it in the second level of the introduction. Okay, so I'll push enter, tab over there. There's my thesis in the second level of the introduction. All right, now I'm going to show you a little trick, handy to know. You will notice that I have listed 4 claims in my thesis. Okay, I've listed 2 causes and 2 solutions. All right, these are my 4 claims. Now the cool thing is, do you guys remember what the second level of the outline should be? That's right. The second level consists of all our claims. So all the claims that are in the introduction will now fill out the second level of the outline. So just clear this really quick. So let's go ahead and insert our second level here. Okay, we saw that laziness and attendance issues are my 2 problems. So under problem, I'm just going to write in laziness and attendance issues. Bam. Now, for my second level under solution, we'll just have these 2 right here. All right, so working hard and showing up to class. Working hard, showing up to class. There we go. The entire second level of my outline is done. Remember that we called the first level simply the headings or topics, and we're going to call the second level the claims. So all my claims can be found, well, first of all, you can find them in my thesis, and then they're all laid out in more detail here in the body of my essay, in the body of my outline. So there are all my claims, my entire second level. All right. Now, the third level, you guys remember the question that I told you to ask yourselves? The question was, okay, how is the second level a problem or solution? So let's look, for example, at laziness right here. Okay, we have to ask ourselves, how is laziness a problem? Well, I've done some research on this, and it appears that laziness is a problem that leads to failing grades because when one is lazy, homework is not completed. Also, when one is lazy, I'm going to add another third level here. Also, when one is lazy, classwork is not completed. So there's my third level under laziness. Now, as I'm going through the outline, I'm also going to want to fill in third levels for the rest of these claims. I'm going to want to add in reasons for the rest of these claims, I should say. But I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to fill in the laziness section here. So we need to recall what goes under the reasons, what goes under the third level. Well, the fourth level is evidence. So in my research, I found a great quote, very profound, that says, students who say they struggle with laziness also consistently fail to turn in homework. It's by a guy named Young. Okay, so I've got my citation in there, in-text citation. So this evidence right here, helps explain why homework not being completed is a result of laziness. In turn, homework not being completed helps explain why laziness is a problem. Okay? So you can kind of flow your outline upwards. You can see how the level 4s help us understand the level 3s. The level 3s help us understand the level 2s. The level 2s help us understand the problem. Okay? So again, I think it's worth repeating. The question that I asked myself right here about level 3 is, how is level 2, how is laziness a source of the problem failing grades? Okay? So make sure that you understand that concept, that level 3 asks why level 2 is a problem. If I was doing level 3s down here under the solutions, I'd ask, why is level 2 a solution? Okay? All right, so this is how we use our outline to, or this is how we use our thesis to fill out our outline. We just use the claims to fill in the level 2s. Okay, my claims right here in the thesis, filling out these level 2 sections. And then once we get down to level 3, we just ask ourselves some key questions that help us fill in the information. All right. So in conclusion, you should be able to answer these 3 questions right here. First of all, what are the levels of a problem solution outline? Second of all, what is the purpose of each level? Related to this, what are the key questions that you have to ask yourself to fill in each level? Okay, particularly think about level 3. What's the purpose of that level 3? And finally, how do you use your thesis statement to help you create your outline? Your notes should contain the answers to these questions so that you can do great on the quiz that we will have when you get back to class, and also so that you're ready to actually begin revising or creating your outline in class when you come back. Okay? Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I will do my best to help you out. Ciao.